I'm going to give you a number right now that most agents in District 1 would never say on camera. A villa renovation in District 1 costs between 800,000 to 3 million dirhams. That's before the furniture and landscape, if that is not included. And it's also before the 6 months that you quietly lose because nobody explained the permit process to you before you started your renovation. I have managed renovation budgets from $500,000 all the way up to 10 million dirham plus in District 1. And in fact, currently we have more than 100 million dirham in development of villas. And today I'm going to show you what actually appears on a bill of quantities in this community. My name is Saliq Zahoor. I'm the founder of Blog Properties. I have been working in Dubai real estate for over 14 years now. I'm an engineer by qualification and a real estate broker by passion. That combination gives me something most brokers cannot offer. I also understand the financial and trading part of the business as well as the technical side of real estate as well, which is something that stands me out from the crowd. Alongside our brokerage work, I'm also a partner in a construction business, and we have completed more than 50 renovation and extension projects in communities like Dubai Hills, District 1, Jumeirah Island, Arabian Ranches, and also Al Barari and Jumeirah Island Meadows as well, if I forgot. So what I'm sharing with you today is not advice which is I'm reading from somewhere. This is what I have done hands-on right here in the community and in the city. Here is what we are covering today. The 3 renovation tiers, exact numbers, engineer's math, developer grade versus luxury, the permit process, the timeline trap, and a real ROI calculation in District 1 villa, and a cautionary case, what can go wrong and what it will cost. So stick with me, you're going to get a lot of value out of it. So let's start with the tiers. When someone calls me and says that, Saliq, how much does it cost to renovate a villa in District 1? The honest answer is it depends on which version of renovation you want to do. I would say tier 1 is the developer grade refresh, which is from 800,000 to 1.2 million dirham. Flooring upgrade, painting, kitchen, bathroom refresh, landscape, swimming pool, if that is not included. But in phase 1, you have swimming pool from the developer. So in that range, you're essentially improving what Nakheel handed you. You're not like transforming it. Then comes tier 2, which is the luxury upgrade, 1.5 to 3 million dirhams, which is fully designer kitchen, melee, complete bathroom design, large front stone, freestanding bathtub, rain shower, full pool, jacuzzi package, sunken sitting, remote control, all shades, you can go on. And this is the specification that sells at a premium exit price. Let me show you exactly what tier 2 looks like. I actually have an approved quotation in front of me. I cannot show it to you because it's actually for an actual villa, where I have 21 itemized bill and the total cost is 600,000. So in this one, we have a pool construction. We have a jacuzzi, which is 2 by 2.5 meter, 56,000 dirhams. Remote control sail shades 3 units Australian, 50,400 dirhams. Landscape package, tiles, lighting, smart irrigation, 63,000 dirhams, and that's just the outdoor and pool scope. Add a full interior upgrade, you are in around 1.5 to 2.5 million for a complete tier 2 project. Tier 3 is full tear down and rebuild, like we take it to shell and core, and that is 3 million and above. We do the partitions change, we can buy extra built up area, we do bespoke architecture, a completely different conversation. For most District 1 owners, I think tier 2 is a sweet spot, but for short to medium term owners, they are relying on tier 1 renovation. Now, this is where the math gets painful. And this is exactly where my engineering or construction background separates this video from anyone else you will find on YouTube, especially about District 1. What a developer delivers at handover in District 1 specifically is a competent, compliant, gated community standard finish. It's not luxury, it is baseline. Let me give you the the mathematics on the swimming pool, because this is the most common conversation I have with District 1 owners who have just taken handover. Pool construction 9 meter by 2.3 meter with, again, up to the standard waterproofing, finishing could be tiles, could be natural stone, where you have the Astral, the Spanish filtration and heating system, infinity channel, underground balancing tank, pool, jacuzzi package, something around 300 to 350,000. And that's what a properly specified warranted pool costs in District 1 in 2026, where you have 20 years of leakage warranty, and in our case, we can also provide up to 5 years of electromechanical warranty. Now apply that thinking to every line in the renovation. Now you can apply to every level. In the garden, you have the ceramic flooring, you have smart irrigation system, you have mobile controlled modern lighting system, and in case if you want to add pergola. Now these things that I've said, they are not vanity costs. These are the items that a premium buyer walks in and notices immediately. They are the items that close the valuation gap between a developer standard villa and a fully upgraded one. I would say a tier 2 upgraded one villa. The gap between what you receive from the developer at like a 16 to 20 million dirham buyer expects, the gap is your renovation opportunity. The next part is the permit process. The permit process is actually where I received panic calls, I would say. Owners who have taken the handover, they signed with the contractor, paid a deposit, and then they discover that the work cannot be started because the approvals are not in place, or they are taking longer than anticipated, or the contractor has overpromised them optimistically about the approval process, but it is taking longer than anticipation. So here is the actual sequence. I actually have created a video about that as well, how to upgrade your whole villa. You can go and look at that one on my Instagram as well. The real numbers are, the step 1 is your contractor gets the as-built drawing from the developer, concept drawing produced, you approve, submission prepared. The next part is submission to the developer, in this case, which is Nakheel Maidan for the NOC. In a real project that I showed you, it can take around 15 to 20 days, but you must be following them up. And then once the developer issues you the NOC, you have to submit to the Dubai municipality to get the building permit. And after that, once you have the building permit from Dubai municipality, you get an access pass from the community management. You have 2 access passes, minor one and the major one. The fee is from 5,000 to 10,000 dirhams, which is some cases refundable. You have to pay, it is not paid by the contractor, and then you can actually start the work. Here is what nobody mentions. District 1 is a mature, occupied, gated community. You have strict working hours, no noise beyond approved times, roadblocks approval needed for heavy equipment, and pre-coordinated security access for every large delivery. A contractor who completes in 90 days on a normal job can actually take longer in District 1, not because that the contractor is incompetent, it's because the community rules physically, logistically limit daily output. So you must always add 25 to 30% of your expected timeline. You must build that buffer into your financial plan and your anticipated move-in date as well. Now let's talk about money. And the math is what separates a District 1 investor who builds real wealth from the one who holds for a 3 or 4 or 5% rental yield and the wonders why their net worth is not moving. Let me walk you through a specific example. A 4-bedroom villa in District 1 Phase 3, the purchase price is 14 to 15 million with developer standard condition, developer pool, builder grade kitchen, standard bathroom. Option 1, you hold, you rent it out. Rental yield is around 650 to 700,000 dirhams for this villa after service charge. You get a reasonable ROI. Your capital is tied up, slow build, no transformation. Now, option B is you sell it as it is after some time of holding it. When the overall macro market changes, you may sell it for 15 or 16 million. You recover your price, but you left value on the table. Now, this is option C, which I call active investment. What would you do is you invest 1.2 to 1.5 million dirham in tier 2 renovation, full kitchen, premium bathroom, pool, jacuzzi package, exactly like the project I showed you. Garden, smart lighting, sail shade, irrigation, total cost you're all into the project. If you bought at 14.5 million, you invested 1.5, you're at 16 million dirhams. Now, if you exit that fully renovated District 1 villa, recently I have done a transaction on a minorly upgraded villa for 17.25 million. And if I only take that example, you have renovated your villa. If you sell it for not even 17 million, your margin is 1 million dirham, and the timeline is between 8 to 15 months. Now compare that to your rental option. You might need 20 years at 5% ROI to return that money back. However, if you execute the right renovation, you essentially can multiply your returns. The community is already an asset. The renovation is a catalyst. But let me tell you that what can potentially go wrong as well, because it has gone wrong and it can go wrong for you too. So if you don't know what to watch for, you can potentially lose money, or you will not make those returns that have been promised to you. I'm not promising you anything. I'm just telling you the case study, what we have done. Case 1, the swimming pool. Recently, a villa in District 1 where the developer handed over the villa with the pool, and the previous owner neither commissioned the pool nor did the full snagging. We bought it from him and we wanted to do the renovation. First thing is that when we started doing the commissioning of the pool, we found out that the pool was leak and it was a failure in the waterproofing. Now, cutting the long story short, I have explained that in another video. We had two options. We either fixed that thing by a patching job costing us 5-10,000 dirhams, or we completely redo the whole work. We decided to do the complete work that has costed us 50,000 dirhams. So we fixed it, but again, it was a dent in our calculation, because to fix that pool completely, we actually had to do the excavation around the pool, remove the tiles, do the waterproofing, do the test, etc., etc. So it has costed us that kind of money. So we have lost 50,000 dirhams because the seller or the previous owner did not invest 5,000 dirhams to do a professional snagging. So always do a professional snagging. Please always do a professional snagging if you're taking the handover from the developer. Another challenge that can be potentially is the timeline optimism trap. When you buy a villa to renovate, whether you're living for yourself or you are an investor who want to renovate to resell, you must have defined timeline with a buffer in it. You must have a good contractor, defined scope, approved budget. But the problem is that they never account is the community access restrictions. They actually can add time to your execution. Now, if that execution is delayed, is causing you to delay your handover by 3 months, then of course, if you're an end user moving into the villa, your handover, you have to move after 3 months. You have to make sure you have a place to stay for those 3 months. And if you have to sell it that during that time, your handover is now delayed. You might have to hold the asset longer than you anticipated. Hence, make sure that you always have a timeline buffer in it as well. A lot of people, they talk about the budget buffer, which of course I say as well, but timeline buffer is also something that you must, because District 1 is a premium community with strict rules, so you must respect the constraints and pay for them. Now, let me close with the decision framework, which is I speak to 3 types of District 1 villa owners, and each one needs a different answer. Profile 1, owner occupied, home owner. You want to personalize and live in your villa. My advice, don't overthink the ROI math. Think long term. Invest 1.5 to 2.5 million dirham. Do it properly. Pool, jacuzzi, kitchen, bathroom, smart home, landscape, etc. Because your ROI is experience. Is there a word like experience ROI? Yeah, I think you can use it. Experience that you get in the property. You're going to live in it here for a decade or more. That upgrade cost per year of enjoyment is far lower than you think. And when you sell it at a premium product. Step 2, active investor, which I mentioned earlier, option C. Buy a villa for 14 and a half. The cheapest one I have is at 14 and a half mil. Renovate with tier 2 budget. Exit in 12 to 18 months. You will make premium. The math works. But if it only works if you buy right, renovate the right spec, and don't hold too long after completion. Execute, exit. Profile 3, rent, then sell. Strategic upgrade only. Landscape, softscape, little bit inside, and that's it. It will give you, because most of the time these tenants, they want a villa that has no hassle and they can easily move in. So you actually can recover that cost of renovation of softscapes landscape by just renting it a little bit higher. So 3 profiles, 3 strategies, 1 community. Know which one you are. If you own a villa in District 1 or you are thinking about buying one or you want someone to walk through your specific project with you, please reach out to me directly. My WhatsApp link is in the description. Give me your comments about this video. Have you received value? And if you want me to create content about something specific, I will definitely do that. And share this video with someone who needs value from it. And thank you very much for your time. I shall see you in the next video.